Hi flosstube, it's me again, Minnie from Allxxs. Thank you so much for all your comments and questions, and I hope I answered everybody's question. If I don't respond to your comment, it's because I've just missed it, or I haven't got to it yet, or it hasn't popped up yet, and I haven't seen it yet. So I've been trying to respond to everybody's comments, and it's been so much fun. As I said in my last video, I have like one batch, and I think I've shown some of these finishes, or unfinished finishes, in my first video, but I didn't go back to check. So if you've seen them already, then don't worry about it. I have some of these. I have ideas of how I want to finish them, and like I said again, that is as far as I've gotten, is the ideas of how I want to finish them. So they aren't finished yet. Okay. One thing I wanted to say from my last video, I showed some birthday cakes that were from Brooke Nolan, and I got the charts from her the Brooke Nolan interactive group on Yahoo. It's a very large group. They have a lot of people there. And so what she did was, and I was finding it was kind of hard for people to actually get into the group and get to the file where they could get the birthday cakes. They are free, and I talked to Brooke on her Facebook page. So between her and her admins for the Yahoo group, who I think are also the admins on her Facebook page, they decided and they agreed to let her, for her, because she designed those exclusively for that group. So they agreed that she could release them to a wider audience. So you can now go to her Craftsies pattern store and download the birthday cake charts for free. I'll leave the link down below. So I hope that clears that up, and everybody can get whichever birthday cake you want, or all 12. Okay. Like I said, I have a batch of unfinished finishes here. I just put another load of laundry in the washer, so we're gonna try to get this going, and hopefully by the time I get this done, I can change over and put it in the dryer. So let's get started. Okay, the first item I have here is a Victoria sampler here, and it was originally it's titled M is for Mother, but because my name starts with an M, I changed it, and now this is what it is. It's M is for Minnie, and it's very, very small, as you can see. This is done on, wait a minute, actually a 36 count, so that's why it's so tiny. But it has specialty stitches. You can see the specialty stitches up here. There's variegated threads, metallics, specialty stitches here. There's even a little charm on it. Specialty stitches here. And of course, like I say, I changed it. It should be M is for Mother, but of course I changed it to Minnie. So there you go. It's a little garden. I thought that was so cute. Okay. So that's the first one. I think I showed you this one once before in my first, I think way back in my first video. This is the primitive hair. This one was done for a charity group that I'm in, and this was one of the free little charts that the Primitive Hair donated to our group, and it's called the Stitcherhood, as in sisterhood, but Stitcherhood. So, okay. This one is from Ursula Michaels. It is, or Ursula Michael, I'm sorry. And it is Let's Love Our Family, and it's a family tree. Okay. And I chose to put it on this fabric. It's called Autumn. It's Jobelin from Under the Sea Fabrics. Okay. This one is called the Embroidery Gill. It's on 32 count Lakeside linen in paired barley. It's the Little House Needleworks. It says the Embroidery Gill. Of course, I changed the skin colors on it. I like that one. This is another donation, a free chart. Actually, this is a free chart. I think I get this from her page. This is a Primitive Hair, and it says Sister Stitcher. That's the thread on the spools is a satin stitch, and this is on a 28 count cashel linen in light mocha. I'm talking behind my my pieces now. You can't hear me. Okay. I think I did show you this one. It says I'll Be There. This is from the Snowflower Diaries. Snowflower Diaries. I love the orange fabric with the roses on it. It's on a 28 cashel linen orange. Okay. I think I showed you this one also. I'm not sure. But this is from Erica Michaels. Did I say Ursula Michaels? The other one? Anyway, I get those two mixed up. But anyway, this one is Erica Michaels. And it's Share Faith. It's done on a 28 count Lugana from Picture This Plus, and the color is Doubloon. Forgive the wrinkles. Now this one, I just love them. This one I get from a magazine. I forget which magazine it was. But it's woolly and cozy. I thought this was so cute. It is done on a 28 count white linen from MCG Textiles. Actually, it was just a scrap. But my idea, well, actually the idea in the book, in the magazine, was a little drawstring bag. And it was just a drawstring bag, and it had like the little fringe on top. So I left the salvage edge like it was and just stitched it on the fabric. So to finish this one, which would take 2 minutes, it would take less time to put up my sewing machine. You know, it would take less time. But I haven't done yet. Anyway, but you sew up put a seam in the back. I don't know if you can see it on that white. The light is washing that completely out. Anyway, but you put a seam down the back, seam across the bottom, and actually you could make little buttonholes or go across the top and put a ribbon in it, and it's done. It's a little bag. I thought that was such a cute little idea, and I love the little mittens and the snowflakes. They're done in a gray DMC, but I thought that was lovely. Just beautiful. Love those. Okay, this next one is from Abby Rose Design. It's Mind Your Manners. I think I showed you this one once before too. And it's done on a 28 count tea-dyed even weave. I like that one. This next one, this is Giving Thanks. Excuse me. Giving Thanks. It's from Little House Needleworks. And this is 25 count cream Lugana. There was a bonus chart in this one for you to make like a needle roll and needle and pins, or a little pin cushion. And I did that one too. Okay. Like I said, none of these would take long to finish, and I have ideas that how I want to finish them. Just haven't gotten to it. This next one, excuse me, is called African Dancers. Isn't that beautiful? It's from Lucy Heaton. It's done on 28 count Cashel linen. Colors Little Blue Boy. But I just love the colors in that one. And I was going to make this one into a pillow. And I pulled out some fabrics that I wanted to incorporate into that pillow. Okay. I can't decide if I want the stripes to go this way or that way. And what I was thinking about doing, I think it might be that way, is surrounding the pillow with the burgundy, which actually matches the burgundy in her skirt. And so does it matches the stripes on this. And also in her skirt. And this one has the greens. So this is a perfect fabric, don't you think? I think so. Anyway, when I get around to that, that is what I'm going to use to make the pillow with. Okay. This one I think I showed you also. This one is from Little House Needleworks. It's my notes over here. And it's called Liberty Bells. And it's stitched on the same 25 count Lugana in cream. And in the picture on the chart, it's stitched, it's a little pillow, pin cushion, or however you want to, it's a little pillow like. And this is the fabric that I decided I was going to add with it. There was a blue fabric in the chart, a blue flowered fabric, but this is what I have. And you will be totally surprised as to where I got this fabric. Once upon a time, this was a dress. You can still see the hem that used to be at the top. It was a dress. But I never wore it And of course, you know, it got too small. And so I decided I'm not going to waste all that fabric. That's good fabric. So there you go. Told you I love a bargain. These are my new glasses. How do you like them? Anyway, this one, I don't know if I showed you this one. This one is called the Snoozing Santa. It's Imaginating Incorporated. Is where they published the chart. The designer is Holly Gordon. Isn't that cute? I would say he was finished with most of his deliveries. And I thought this would be the perfect backing fabric for a pillow. Now, all the little Christmas toys. So, I think that would go perfectly together. So, once again, when I get around to it, that's what it's going to be. This one I think I'm just going to stick in a frame. Most certificates, you know, usually go in a frame. So, this one will go in a frame. This is, I just love it. This is my crazy certificate. Certified Cross Stitch Crazy. This is a Jeremiah Junction design. And it's done on just a 14 count pink Ada. But I thought that was so cute. We are a support group. Call 1-800-STITCH FIX. An official member. Okay. This next piece, and I've been waiting to show you this one. This is a Joan Elliott exclusive. This was for her group on Facebook. This was her first, actually her first stitch along that she had designed, you know, for her set up a stitch along and her group. These are different, excuse me, fairies from her different charts, but she redid them, and we stitched them as faces, and it was a mystery stitch along because we didn't know which face we would get with each month. And some of them are like you see the cat and there's a dragon, a unicorn. So this is what we have. What I did was when I stitched mine, I decided I was going to stitch something on each one of them over one. This is on a 28 count white even weave. So this one, all of the skin is over one. The cat hit the inside of his ears. And if you can see it, and his nose. Her skin is over one. The unicorn's body is over one. I was afraid to try anything on the dragon. I wasn't sure. He's the only one that doesn't have anything over one. Let's get the beads. This young lady here, her face is done over one. The peacock's body is done over one. And last but not least, my favorite is this mother and baby. And their skin is done over one. And of course, I changed the skin color and the hair color. And I just love it. I think it is. I think I did a really good job on that one. stitching over one and changing the colors on my own. I didn't screw it up and have to throw it out. But I love that one. And that's either going to be a pillow, or if I can find a frame to fit it. But that's my Joan Elliott. Okay, the next one is okay, I'm trying to find, okay. This is Pearl and Rose. It's from Sweetheart's Tree. Of course, this is my birthday and my birthstone, as you can tell. I love my pearls. Excuse me. And there's specialty stitches here and here. This one is done on a green 14 count. No, this might be, I think this is like a 16 count. Ada. But I love that. And it looks so springy, you know, and it, for the month of June, with that green, I love it. The next one I got from a book, a Stony Creek collection. It's called Wash Day. And I thought this was a beautiful chart. Just wash your cares away. It's done on a white 32 count linen from MCG Textiles. And I like that one. The next piece is a Papillon creation. And it's a welcome spot. And it is full of specialty stitches. See, as you can see at the top, there's beading. I love that evergreen tree, is just gorgeous. The honeycomb. There's a little hedgehog. And it's done on a 28 count Rose Lugana. I think that's beautiful. The next one is a Joan Elliott, and it's called Hocus Pocus. And it's from her Bewitched, I believe it's Bewitched cross stitch book. I saw this when I went to the retreat last year. She had a bag. She had a tote bag where this was printed on her tote bag. And of course, I had to stitch it. And it's going on a tote bag. I'm either going to make the tote bag with this fabric, you know, and just put something on the back to make the tote bag, or I'll just take it and sew it to the front of the tote bag. But I want one just like Joan. Okay, the next one is the North Pole Express. This is one of their patterns that they use some of their new threads on. The pattern was free, but you had to buy the threads to go with it. So the color, what's the name of the threads? Classic Colors. Classic Color Works. So this is North Pole Express. This will be another pillow basket, you know, to go into the basket. And I found the perfect fabric for it. Since it's the North Pole Express, and what would you think in it? See the little the white polar bear? Wouldn't you think that they would be delivering letters to Santa? I thought I found this little piece of fabric, I think at Hancock Fabrics, but I thought this was perfect. All these little postcards to Santa. And where does Santa live? The North Pole. So I thought that would be perfect backing fabric for that one. The next one is Ursula Michael, and it's called Let's Be Brave. This is beautiful. We have, well, Ursula Michael was at the retreat last year along with Joan Elliott. And some of the items I think she changed in here. No, maybe not. But it was support our troops. I love that. In the military. My husband and I both are military, so I love this one. Okay. This one will go into a frame one day. Okay. Oh, and it's done on just an off-white Ada, 14 count. The next one is Alma Lynn Designs. It's done on a 28 count Charles Craft tea-dyed 28 count even weave. Got all that out. And it's called Sunday Morning. I just loved this when I saw it. On Sunday morning, we all need a little teaching. So all of us put on our best for Sunday, go to preaching. I thought that was adorable. Okay, the next one is Sweet Rose. This is on 18 count off-white Ada, and it's from Little House Needleworks. I think this was another one of their by the threads you get the chart for free. And this would be my fabric that I would back my little ornament with. For some reason I like that. It's not, roses aren't in the, unless this is a different kind of rose. These aren't roses either. But I think that fabric matches perfectly. There's a pink and then like a orangey pinkish in there, and same thing in this. So I think they go together perfectly. The next one is part 3. I hadn't found the 1 and 2 yet, but I think these are cute. These are ornaments. It was the night before Christmas. And I think these are cute. I now have the other charts for them, and they'll be ornaments. I think those are cute. This next piece, oh, and those are done on just an antique white even weave, 28 count. Okay, this one is called Butterfly Dance from Sweetheart Tree. Now this fabric is, it's kind of a burnt orange color. I don't know if it is true color is showing, but I love that with the turquoise and the little flowers and the little butterfly charm in the center. These are specialty stitches out around the edge of the square. And that, I think, would be a perfect little ornament. It's, did I tell you? Oh, the color of the fabric is tobacco and 28 count cast shell linen. The next one, I found this one in a little, I don't know where I get this from. This was in a magazine. No, it was online somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. But it's a Little Mermaid scissor fob. And I thought it was so cute. The designer's name is Sharon Menspeaker. And this is just a little mermaid. But the part that I really loved about it is that little seashell. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little seashell there. She's got beads in her body. The little string of pearls she has is actually 3D, so I love that. I love doing that one. She has a crown of pearls. And of course, I've changed the skin color, but she's got little seahorses here, one here, in the seaweed. I thought that was just beautiful. Let me see if I can put it on something behind it so you can actually see. Oh, okay, there you go. You can actually see it. I thought that was gorgeous. And you see how small it is. It's a scissor fob. So it's this is 28 count linen blue whisper, and I think that is adorable. The next one is it's my Christmas angel from Little House Needleworks. She has the golden wings. They're showing up kind of a greenish color on here now, but they're actually shades of golden. And that's an ornament. I thought she was very cute. This one I think I've shown you too. This one is Bunny Love from the Snowflower Diaries. And it was a free chart. And that's on an off-white even weave. The last one I want to show you is, I am so proud of it. This was my first time using silk thread. I always thought, well, they are expensive. And I had never found anything that I actually wanted to do with silk until I saw this one. This was from a Cross Stitch Gold magazine. I can't remember now which one. I think I gave the magazine away. But it's a honeycomb pillow. Called the honeycomb because it's got those different little honeycomb shapes in it. But this is all DMC variegated thread. These are plain DMC threads. This is my silk. Isn't that gorgeous? And it was so soft and so it just glided through the fabric. And that's a variegated thread and with the satin stitch. And there's a little bead in the center. But I just loved it. It was with the different specialty stitches in it. And the medallion in the center is gorgeous. And there you go. That's my pillow cushion. And it's called Tranquil Sea is the design. But I just love that. And the fabric that I had chosen for the back of the pillow is this. I think it's beautiful. And it pretty much matches the silk on the front. Well, they're not the same color, but it just, I think it flows perfectly. So basically it's already, all I have to do is sew the front and the back together after I cut the back pieces out. Put the pillowcase together and it's done. But I love this one. Okay, so that's the last of my, that is the last of my unfinished finishes. And I'm adding to them regularly. As I finish a piece, that's where they go, to unfinished finishes. Okay, what I'll show you is next is my current whip. I mentioned before that I had never done a Mirabilia or nor Corbett, And now I have 2 charts that I've charted up. I haven't started yet. Maybe I'll go through my charts that are kitted up. That's what I meant. But anyway, this one is a free one. This is a free memorabilia from their Memorabilia Minions Retreat 2016. This was on Facebook. It's a free download, and it's Leilani, the hula dancer. Now, she's stitched with, there are several Karen water lilies that are supposed to be in this design. I have no idea what Karen water lilies are. I believe they're silks, which is, I'm trusting that they are probably pretty expensive. And for this to be a practice, or a first, I didn't think I wanted to go through that expense on a free chart. So I decided I was going to change the colors. And instead of using the Karen water lilies, I was going to use DMC. Now DMC has some very beautiful, variegated variations and colorist threads. The colorists are the new ones that they just came out with. I have that set. So I went through and I pulled up the Karen water lilies on the computer, online, And from the pictures, I chose the variegated, threads to match that came closest to the Karen water lilies. And this is, so far, I need to go, that's another thing I got to do today. So probably while this is uploading, I'll run to my local needlework store because they're the only ones that carry the Mill Hill beads. But I want to get those so I can get some of them on the chart. Anyway, this is my version. This is what I've done so far. Now, I started this like 3 days ago. And this is what I've gotten so far. As you can see, this is a variegated thread here, which should have been one of the water lilies. This should have been one of the water lilies. These here, part of these flowers. But there's going to be beads all around in these empty spaces. A lot of that is beading and up here in her head. So this is where I'm at so far. This is a 28 count willow wisp from Hand-Dyed Fabrics from Stephanie. That's what I'm stitching on. So that's the most expensive thing I'm using in this chart, besides all these beads I got back. So I think it's coming out really good. And like I said, this is my version, so what can I say? And I think it will look just as good as the picture. And I'll show you that when I get done with it. Let's see, what else do I have to show you? I think that's about it. I have some other stash that I have. Oh, let me show you this one. This is a chart that I just ran across on Etsy. And I think it is adorable. This is an Alma Lynn. And it's called Shortland Breed. When I saw it, I had to order it immediately. It's all kitted up. All the threads, the fabric, which is just a 28 count even weave, kind of like an off-white or antique white oatmeal looking. But I thought this was gorgeous. I love it. So, I have been starting new charts. My old whips haven't got any time in. And I bought a new bin for all my kitted up projects. And I'm going to try to carefully turn you to show you just the bin. You see this being that is my bin of kitted up projects, and it is full. Actually, I had a little small bin that I had to change out because it was just overflowing. So maybe my next video I'll start showing you some of the kits that I have, the charts that I've kitted up, and that is, and they have, some of them have just fabric, some of them have just floss, but I love the kit, and I love pulling the flosses to match the charts. So I have that obsession, and I can't help it. I love it, and I love freebies. I have charts that I've downloaded that are free. I don't know. I know there's a stash queen, but if I start showing you my stash, I may have to change my name to Stash Goddess, because and outrank her. I don't know what her stash looks like, but if you saw mine, you might want to give me a promotion. But anyway, that's all I have to show you for today. Thank you all for visiting, watching my video. I've been enjoying watching yours. The charts with the videos with the husband interviews, oh, they are hilarious. I just enjoy them. And I cannot get my husband to do the quiz on camera, but I've enjoyed watching your husband. So you all keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to go, sorry, I'm about to knock you over. I'm going to go now and put my clothes in the dryer, start a new load, possibly go to the needlework store, get my beads, and then I'm going to make some wonderful little X's. So until next time, happy stitching.